slightly struggle throughout most of the games. But eventually they did win 5.5. He decided, okay, they need a leader, and he has come in with one.
You mentioned you saw him play Blitz last night. I saw him this morning at the beach playing football. So Magnus, he's having a great time in Albania, that's for sure. But let's see how he's getting on the board.
Yeah, he's really enjoying it here. Magnus, he's surrounded himself with team friends, which has garnered this really positive team atmosphere. And we see him with white against Ravi Haria, who's a well-known French defense player. So right now we see a very dramatic structure that's leading in so we can see the French and the advanced variation against the French. Magnus is usually in this position where it's night out or even sometimes captures 1v5. Seems like the advanced variation shows some specific
Is it French Ravi's main opening?
It's pretty much his only opening as black against 1v4, and he's had a lot of success with it. Ravi kind of ducks his diet, chooses lots of different side variations and surprises his opponents. But Ravi is well prepared, essentially. He's a theoretician. Bishop d7 is not necessarily one of black's favorites. Usually black will come down to d6. Black will play f6 early. Now captures on d4. Very early on, usually this is surrounded by white flank gets a nice square. And just d6. What's over? It looks really slow. What black is doing here, a6 looks like a bit of a waste. Looks like I'm not going to be too harsh about a6. I was going to say someone in the park who just learned the opening to play with a6. But
I'll not be too harsh, but I'll call him a park player anyway.
Love you, Ravi. He's a good friend, so I feel a bit better about that. Hopefully he doesn't kill me afterwards. But a6, it looks like a waiting move. I guess it's just asking Magnus what you do next. And one does have this dilemma how to solve the tension against this board. The main idea behind a6, I think, if there is an idea, is that, for example, if white just makes a random move, black's queen can now come out and hit this board. So it's attacked 3 times. White's knight often trying to keep it away, but at least now you have an idea where you can continue and put pressure on d4. So there's kind of a hidden idea. If black had done this immediately, then black really doesn't have any great squares to carry. So basically, maybe I'll revise my opinion. Ravi's more of an expert than me. So
He spent a little bit of time, but I think when you play Magnus Carlsen, I think there's a very good chance Ravi still knows what he's doing, but he's just taking some time to get into what not beginning
game of his life. And Ravi is a fantastic player, of course. Grandmaster's still very young, but he hasn't played, as far as I know, a serious classical event since the Olympiad last year. So that's over 14 months now, 13, 14 months.
Searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must
You're playing, I think against anyone else, you're likely to at least play on until the time control, because I think in general that's what we're conditioned to do when we have no time, which is sort of play on. He also does go for queen to 2, but I think when you're Magnus Wave, there's this, thought that you don't want to play on for too long. Let's see, do you think queen g6 would be safe here?
Queen d6, Magnus is spoiled for choice. If he wants to be super safe, bishop somewhere into the center and protect his square.
You know what we can do? Maybe we can take a quick look at some other games from this match. We keep the camera on Magnus so that we see when the handshake happens, because I think Ravi might be on for you for a little bit. So Oh, and actually we see there Magnus squeezing the shoulder of Launax and Rami, who I guess just won his game against Matthew Wadsworth.
No, we talked about it. Magnus is a great teammate. He's congratulating the 1-2 still there. And yeah, I can't blame Ravi for playing on. Might as well enjoy the moment. How often she gets to play against Magnus Carlsen in a classic game.
He looks like a guy though who's about to deliver the killer blows soon.
Just double checking that everything's protected. No pieces hang or anything. And we will update you with how that game that Brown had 1-1, how it ended. He doesn't play queen to g6. It looks like he played bishop to g6 to close around the back game. With the white queen. So it's decisive.
If I go pawn grabbing on b2, am I getting mated by force? I imagine so.
I think so. Just a way to guard against this check on f7. Force the king is and then check. White queen on f8. Black's queen is there's literally only one check, and that's the check. Get the hand check takes his first win of the European Club Cup.
Okay, congratulations.
Carlsen there, deciding to squishy, setting things up. I was wondering if the players would have a post-mortem. There we go, Magnus discussing things with Ravi, nice touch. I know that Magnus knows me and Ravi are good friends, so I'm glad he's giving some